Her passion for advocacy has greatly impacted victims of human trafficking. Youth and community advocate Dr. Lavern joins us from Florida to tell us how she's playing her part. Good morning, Dr. Deere. Welcome to Smile Jamaica. It's morning time. Hey, Dr. Deere, are you hearing me?
I was a little bit.
Okay, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me now?
Yes, much better.
Fantastic. Good to have you with us. Hope all is well with you and your family.
Yes, everything is well. Thank you so much. How are you?
Can't complain. Give thanks. Give thanks. Can't complain. Kind of bring me up to date where you were in Jamaica, why you leave us, and how you end up where you are. So kind of bring me up to date to where we are now.
Well, I am a proud Jamaican from Jonestown. I left Jamaica at the age of 9, moved to Nassau, Bahamas, went to school there for about 2 years before migrating here in South Florida, where I've been residing since then.
Yep.
I live in Miami Gardens, Florida. I ran for mayor in 2019 for my city because we're a predominantly strong Jamaican community, and I did very well and is well supported by my community and continue doing my charity work.
Fantastic. And I know you do a whole lot of stuff. A lot of people might not know that you were very influential with our Reggae Girls years ago, and probably could take some credit for the fact that they ended up at the World Cup, don't?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm proud. In fact, on their way to the World Cup, we did an event here, and a Reggae Girls shirt was auctioned. And the person who won the auction gave it to me for my work that I did with them. And I had the pleasure just this past month to donate it to the First Caribbean Museum here in South Florida. So a lot has came out of that, and I'm so happy with Bunny and all the others that has continued the success in their career, and glad that I was able to contribute at some point, regardless of how big or small it was.
Fantastic. Why human trafficking? Why did you get involved in that?
Human trafficking, because it is it's something that is affecting our community, right? So victims of human trafficking are robbed the rights of their fundamental freedom. Myself, as a survivor of child sexual abuse, I started the advocacy to raise awareness for the prevention of that, only to find out that children who are suffered from the trauma of child sexual abuse are the number one trauma, they become victims of human trafficking. So because of that statistics, I then shifted my advocacy now to include human trafficking, because Florida is number 3 in the entire United States. We're a border state to Jamaica. So therefore, if I'm going to raise awareness for child sexual abuse, I might as well raise awareness also for something that's affecting not just here where I live, but also where I'm from. So when that opportunity came about, I couldn't pass it up. I started studying more. I started taking more training on human trafficking. And then I started working with the legislators, because I figured out that if we're going to make change, you have to go to the elected officials because they're the lawmakers and they're the ones who are responsible for public safety. And they all bought into it, which my advocacy led to Florida becoming the first state to teach human trafficking education in school in the entire United States. Yeah. And that's a big accomplishment.
It is a huge accomplishment, which is where I was going. So it is part of the curriculum?
Yes, it is now a policy that the schools in Florida are supposed to be teaching in the health curriculum, human trafficking, the warning signs for the prevention to educate the students, yes.
Yeah, when you say schools, what are we talking about? Primary care, what are we talking about? Secondary, where does it start?
No, all schools in Florida, starting with middle schools.
Yeah.
In the Florida school system.
And because of your advocacy, have you seen a change here? Are you seeing anything different?
Well, I can tell you, I can see more and more businesses getting involved in raising awareness. I can see more and more partnership, which is what it's going to take, because this is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So it is not something that is going to end overnight, or it's not me alone that's going to take to put an end to this. But when I start seeing more people joining the train for raising awareness, yes, I am seeing a lot more. I'm seeing more task force groups coming together. I am seeing more individuals right here in my local community. I'm getting the buy-in of right here in my city with the elected officials. So yes, I am seeing a major improvement comparing to when I started several years ago.
Yep. I'm also reading here that you strategically implemented and created Pathway to Change, which is designed to help survivors. What is Pathway to Change? Explain that.
So this is part of the program where once we raise awareness around human trafficking, we now reach out to the victims who are now survivors, because once they get out of that lifestyle, they now become survivors. And we put measures in place to help them. There are 2 victims that we have helped. One, last year we raised awareness to help them to go back to school, because part of what we're doing, once you come out, we don't want you to go back into that lifestyle. So one way to prevent that is by bettering your education, advancing your education, getting jobs. So we partner with organizations that work with victims, and we then in turn help that path to take to their success. And so far we've been doing really good.
Fantastic, Dr. Deary, obviously very accomplished, and obviously you've got a lot done since you've been there. Anyone you want to say hi to in Jamaica before you go?
Yes, I want to say hi to my Female Development World Organization board. We have in Jamaica, we're getting ready to put our foot on the ground in Jamaica now. We have Moira Williams, who is running our environmental sustainability program. I want to also say hi to Nicholas and to Jackie, Jackie Cohen, who I'm sure you know well, is on our board, and so is Nicholas Evans, who's been with us for so long. And for everyone in Jamaica who have supported my efforts, not just even in Jamaica, but in the diaspora as well. I want to give a shout out to my Council General, because we now started the Caribbean Anti-Trafficking Committee, which is commissioned by the Council General, and that is to help to stop trafficking from Jamaica to here in the United States. So thank you and kudos to everyone who has supported us, and thank you TVJ. Also to my friend Tanisha Shand and Elvira Shand for supporting me in this effort as well.
Stay safe. God bless you. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Youth and community advocate, Dr. Lavern Deary. Is it pizza? Is it an omelette? Well, Simone turns up the heat after the break. I'll taste and tell you whether it's pizza or an omelette. Soon come.